Hello, lovelies. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message has found you blessed and full of abundance. And right as I was tuning into this energy, I'm feeling so much like energy affecting my body. Like I'm feeling tight in my throat chakra. I'm feeling like stuff is getting in my eyes. So I don't know if this person feels like they want to cry or this person feels like they're finally seeing the truth. Like it's kind of like one of my curls kind of like popped into my eye and I had to like do like that and to like have like clear vision. So this person is feeling all different types of ways, okay? Mostly they're feeling like, and it's crazy because they're going through something very significant in their life right now because every single cut that I did in the pre-shuffle was a major arcana. Please get down. Thank you. Was a major arcana. I had the Lovers, and I had the Ten of Cups. First, I had the Ten of Cups and the Lovers. Then I had the Lovers pop up again and the Tower card. And then the Lovers popped up again. And the Sun card came out. And then when I placed it down here on the table here, the Sun card ended up on the back of the deck, and the wheel. And when I slid my hand out from underneath it, the Wheel of Fortune popped out. And behind the Sun card is the Hierophant card. So this is a major. This person has made a choice in their life. They've made a choice, and because of this choice, a Tower moment has happened, and something very major has come to their realization. Right. So that was that kind of like popping that curl out of my eye and seeing the truth, seeing things for their truth. And then I have the Kipper deck here. And when I cut the Kipper deck, it cut on the Lovers too. It cut on the Lovers and it ended up with the Judgment card. Hello. It ended up with the Judgment card on the back of the deck. So this person feels like they are in judgment. And when I went 2:02 down on the clock. And then when I woke up this morning, what made me realize that I needed to make this reading is that I kept hearing the lines from Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria in my head. I kept hearing the line, this person wants to talk or wants to come forward or wants to speak about something that, hey, I'm so sorry, wants to speak about something that's happening here, something that's come to their realization. And I kept hearing the line, high honor, that I kept hearing the line, once a lame, always a lame. What you thought the money and power, fame would make you go away. So it's this energy of this person feeling like they got everything that they wanted to. This person might have been bullied or might have been judged a lot in their childhood. They could have grown up in a very judgmental household where money, power, fame was like the god of the household, was like, you're nothing if you're not having money, power, or fame. Or maybe this person just felt that way growing up. They're just like, I just can't wait to get out of here. Because I kept hearing the other parts of the song where it was like, what part of it do you want me? Because they're showing me, they're like it's like there's 3 goats left and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death. And in 8 bars, I'll explain that phrase. Ain't nothing nobody can tell me. I don't want to talk on no celly. You know, I got language barriers. Ain't no accent you can sell me. Like, I kept hearing that part of it as well. So, of the song as well. So, there's something here about this person. It's like being on stage. I don't know if this person is in the limelight, is up on stage, is some kind of performer or something. This person feels like they are, yeah, but this person is putting themselves as in like, I thought I was going to make it, or I thought I was going to feel good. I thought when I was up there on stage, I would feel great. But actually, I'm the odd man out. I'm the person that feels like I'm still in the crowd. Why do I still feel like I'm a nobody, even though I have everything that I thought would make me happy? And this person might have even, it's giving me like I can't wait to move out of this town. I can't wait to get out of here. I can't wait till I'm rich and famous. And I can't wait till, But again, I kept hearing that, oh, what? You thought the money and power and fame would make you go away? No, you got to do the inside work. And I'm not judging this person. And it's kind of in a sense where it's like you can look all day for things outside of yourself. You can say, oh, when I have this amount of money in my bank account, I'll feel secure. I'll feel good. And this person is like, I have beyond what I thought I would like in my bank account. or I got the fame, or I got the spotlight, or I got exactly what I thought I wanted. Maybe they got the job. Maybe they got the relationship. Maybe they got these goals. There were certain goals that they were like, when I reach these goals, I will feel fulfilled. I will feel like I'm worthy. I will feel better about myself. Maybe even, because I know I've talked to some people that are like, that are on like a weight loss journey, and they're like, when I get to my goal weight, I'll feel better about myself. And then they get to their goal weight and they still look in the mirror, they have body dysmorphia, or they're still just like, I'm not. I traded feeling bad about myself to constantly feeling bad about calorie counting and micromanaging and feeling guilty if I take a cheat day or if I eat a piece of cake. Oh God, I'm going backward. It's like, or some people, they think I want the attention that I'm going to get when I lose weight. And then they get the attention, but it's not the attention that they want, because there's still some, it's like, y'all, you did it for the wrong reason. And it's like, I thought doing this would fix me. That's the kind of energy. It's like, I thought doing this would fix me, or I thought having that would fix me. I thought these choices, these compromises that I was making in myself would make me feel better about who I was. And, I thought I was broken, or I thought I was ugly, or I thought I was, worthless. Distant horizons. This person thought my happiness is always out there on the horizon. It's always out there somewhere. I thought I would have all these fantasies and I thought they would come to pass. I thought all these fantasies, great fortune. Look at that. Great fortune. This person really thought, like, once I have this money, power, fame, I thought it toil and labor. So I've been just working my butt off, just giving everything I have to this, but yet courthouse. I've worked so hard to receive the justice that I thought that I deserved. I thought that this is what would bring balance into my life. They're showing me the temperance card, but then they're showing me it turned upside down. And they're showing me, because, in the temperance card is the angel, traditionally it's the angel mixing the two cups together, right? And then they showed me the angel only having one cup, and they're just like pouring the cup upside. It's like I emptied out my cup, or I poured out a cup. It's like, it's almost like the sacrificial, like, energy. Like, I thought that if I sacrificed this for something else, if I thought I sacrificed my character or what I really wanted or who I was. Yeah, and I'm hearing that there's no accent you can sell me. So there's something about this person might have even like taken like vocal lessons to like drop an accent. Maybe they were just like, no, like, I can't be the person that I used to be. That person was trash. I hated that person. And it really wasn't that they hated themselves. It was the fact that wherever they were before, when they were being their authentic self, people did not accept that person. Maybe people, like I said, maybe people bullied that person. Maybe they made fun of that person. Maybe they felt they were just like, oh, I feel so different, and it's because of where I am. They were always making it about something that was outside of themselves. Like, oh, it's the money. Once I get money, I'll feel secure. Turns out, you can take the boy out the trailer park, but you can never take the trailer park out of the boy. Have you ever heard that saying? Like, yeah. And it's that kind of feeling, like, oh, I thought that I would move different. I thought I would be different. I thought I would be somebody different once I establish all these goals. And it's like this person is having some kind of existential crisis because they're realizing, like, I'm still not happy. I'm still not okay. Like, me, the person that was inside, has still not gone away. I thought all this stuff outside of me would change who I was on the inside. It don't ever change you. It don't change. Stuff outside of you don't change you like that. You have to be okay with who you are on the inside, And if you get all that exterior stuff and you get it for the reason to, like, basically, like kill the child. And that's what I just heard. I just heard kill the boy, become the man, right? I've talked about that on the channel before. I've remembered what movie that was from before in the past. Oh my God, it's gonna bother me. Oh, I don't even have my phone in here, so never mind. I was gonna look it up, but don't have my phone in here. Where did I leave it? Anyway, it's not important right now. I'm worried I might have left it outside. That's okay. And it's this kind of energy of, yeah, false person, exactly. This person is wearing a mask, and that's why this person still doesn't feel okay. That's why they still don't feel good about themselves, because they're not truly being themselves. They, the problem really wasn't who they were. It was they just had bullies around them. They had people that were insecure. They feel like they're still trapped. I felt trapped like this, and I felt like killing who I was, cutting myself off from my friends and from my old friends and my old family, running away, or like getting away from the town that I grew up in, getting away, even losing my accent. I don't even want to have it. I don't want to be reminded of it. I don't want people to ask me, are you from so-and-so because you have an accent? And like, no, I didn't want any of that, and I ran away. I moved away, or I moved away, and I started this whole new thing, and I went, and I educated myself, and I went here and I went there, and I have all these accreditations, or I have, I took all these classes, and I have all these things, and I've accomplished most of the goals. And and this person is sitting there thinking like, if I could have, this person might have had one of those moments where somebody could have been like, if you could talk to your younger self, what would they think about all the things that you've accomplished now? And they had this kind of existential crisis, and they had this tower moment and this realization, like, what? Oh, look at this. And then the star card after that. Are y'all joking? Major Arcana. This is a major moment in this person's life. 8 of Cups. Wow. Star card. This person is realizing that no matter how far they run away, they're still them, No matter, no matter if they traded their outfits for Gucci suits, or they went away, or they ran away from a community and they have all these expectations. This person is sitting there looking back now, like, person is sitting there, look how she's just staring off into the distance. Like, that's how this person feels. They still feel trapped. Like, why did I feel like getting all of this, or getting the girls, or getting the boys, or having, getting whoever I wanted, being able to just be like, you come here, and like, but that does not make me feel any less like that. They're saying it doesn't make me feel like any less like that overweight little bullied little boy. Like, I don't feel like I have all of this. I have all of this, whatever level of money, power, fame, whatever it is that they've experienced, that they have now. It's like, it still doesn't make me happy. It's still not what I want. It still doesn't make me feel at peace inside of myself. It doesn't make me feel at peace with myself, And this person could be having these realizations that, like, like I said earlier, it's the reasons that we feel. Yeah. Yeah, this person, I don't know if this person is just like sitting there, just like listening, like kind of zoning out, listening to music, just thinking really deep. They could be like driving around like late at night, or they could be taking like long night runs or night walks and just kind of sitting there and looking out at views, and they're just like, why am I still unhappy? Why am I still, I've made trades. This person feels, this thief card, this person feels like they have sold a part of themselves, or they have given away something. For some of them, it's like a situation where they're like, I stopped talking to all my old friends and all my all the old people, and I'm surrounded by all these new people, but all these new people are fake. All these new people aren't really my friends, like they're there because I do something for them, or they're there because, they want something from me. I give anything to have some real deal friends that was there with me when I was in the mud, just chilling with me, right? Like, I see this person, this person is like, there's like a memory that this person has of like riding their bikes with their brother and their friend. I'm hearing the name Tommy, but they're like, I'm riding my bike. We're just out, we're feeling free. We're out and they're like biking to go get something. It's like, you ever see any of those like nostalgic posts for like millennials where it's like, I miss the days where you biked down to GameStop or you biked down to the movie gallery and rented a movie and came home with your friends and just chilled and ate pizza and hung out, and stuff. So this person is just like, there were parts of I rejected this whole part of myself, but there are times now where I would give anything to feel like that again. I would give anything to be sitting there laughing and joking with my friends and feel that kind of nostalgic feeling again. Like these people actually, because I don't have anything. I'm broke, I'm broke. Maybe I'm not like, this person doesn't find themselves in the past super like physically attractive. They're like, but they were real. They didn't care that I was ugly, quote unquote. This is this person's perspective. They didn't care that I was broke. They didn't care that I was ugly. They didn't care that I didn't have anything. They didn't care that, I didn't have anything to give them. They still wanted to hang out with me. They were just my friends. We were just chilling. And it's like this person is like, I miss the days when it wasn't just like, give me, I need a piece of you. I need a piece of you. Oh my God, I hear this person, having people say, oh my God, I love you. And it's like, no, you don't. You don't even know me. You don't like me. I certainly don't like you. You're a stranger. Like, I don't want to give pieces of myself up to people like this. And this person feels like, with this official person right here behind this thief card, this person feels like they gave away their happiness or their peace of mind for something to become some kind of official person or to have something. And they're just like, I hate it. Like, I hate that I gave away something. Like, it's whatever I gave away would be worth so much more to me now. And there's something here. There is something here about a relationship. And I don't know, for some of them, it's about like a friendship or it's about something. For some of them, it's like a love opportunity that they feel like they gave up that is just like, I would give anything to feel that wholesome, loving energy. It kind of feels like a movie. Those movies where it's like the young couple and one of them is like, I just want to move away. I just never want to see this place again. And the other person is like, well, being here is not so bad. Being here is not so bad. It's just a little small town that we live in. People here, people in the big city really aren't that nice. And it's like, no, I have all these dreams of dreaming and leaving this place behind. I can't wait to leave it behind. It's like, well, I'm not leaving. And it's like, well, I love you, but I just gotta go. I just gotta go and fulfill my dream. And then this person left the small town and went to the big city. And it's like one of those things where they're just like at first it was so exciting, but then like the people were really rude and then nobody, everybody was making fun of them for their accent. And then, oh, look at the country bumpkin kind of vibe, and they still persevered and they got that job. But then they realized like, here I am, in the city, in this little tiny place, in this little tiny apartment. I barely have anything because it's so expensive to live here. It's like this disillusionment of this person's dream. Like, I have this big dream of going and making it and being this big person. And even if they did make it to a point where if they talk to their old self would be like, you did it. You're in the city. You're living your dream. And it's like, shut up. It's like, you don't even know. You don't know what kind of sacrifices you're going to have to make. You don't know what kind of peace of mind you're going to have to give. I would give anything to go back and just live that like, to just feel the peace that I felt back then. Because the person I had beside me, I felt like they really actually cared about me or they liked me, Or the people that I had around me, they were around me because they just liked being around me, not because, they could catch something from me or they could get some kind of fame from me. Or it's like people only want to be my friend because I can elevate their status. People only want to date me or be with me because I have money or because I have some kind of status now. Now that I have some kind of status, it makes it hard to date. Or I felt like, oh, I'd have the pick of the litter, kind of energy. But it's like, that's not really how it is. Now I have to be careful. Now people will date me just because I have status, just because I have money, just because I have those things. And they don't really care about me. You know, they don't really care about who I am. And, you know, people will want to be my friends just because I can collaborate with them, or just because I can, hanging out with me elevates their position, you know, or, if this person is, if it's more of like a spiritual rank for this person and less of like a 3D rank, this person feels like they just constantly have people that want their energy. You know, now that I've elevated, I feel better, but now I have to question whether or not this person really wants to be around me, or is it because they want to drain my energy? Is it because being around me is like good luck for them? Is it really me, or is it my fame, or is it my platform, or is it my, you know, or is it the energy that you could suck out of me? Like, do you really actually want to be around me for genuine reasons? Or is it because of some means to an end? Is it because of what I can give you? Is it because of, you know, I can take you on trips, or I can do this, or I can do that? Like, is that real love? Like, this person feels like they want to hide that part of themselves. Like, they're like, I wish I could just go and be with somebody that had no idea who I was, you know? This person has really figured out a deep truth about themselves. They've really figured out a real, like, they've gone through this disillusionment about what they thought they wanted. You know? Yeah. So, and now I'm hearing I'm hearing that you thought the money, power, and fame would make you go away. Have you ever played? Have you ever, okay, homie, let's play. You know? Have you ever, you know, and it's like that kind of energy where this person is just like, this shit's not real. Like, I thought I would be happy. Maybe this person suffered from some kind of depression or something like that, and they thought that they thought, oh, if I have this, if I reach a certain status, if I'm it's something to hear about too, about maybe this person felt like they were, in their words, they felt like they were lame, or they were a nobody, or they were bullied or something like that, and they felt like, I'm not very popular, but now that I am popular, I don't really like it. I liked that I walked into a room and that nobody saw me. It was kind of nice, you know? I don't want people to bully me. I don't want people to mistreat me, but it was kind of nice that I walked into a room and not everybody turned their head and looked at me, you know? Or it was kind of nice that I could just low-key go somewhere and do something and people weren't coming up to me like, hey, are you this person? Or, hey, can I? Or, hey, can you? Like, it's just a lot of people with their hands out all the time for this person. And this person is just like, stop taking from me. Stop wanting from me. Like, yeah. Again, like I said, with this change card here, this person might have moved. You know, they might have moved. They might have relocated. This person might want to move now. They might be like, yo, it's too expensive. I thought I wanted to go live in the big city, but damn, I can barely afford to live here. Like, damn. You know, yeah. I'm hearing there's not as much money in this as you thought there was. Or there's not as much stability in this as you thought there was. Yeah. This person is like, there's a lot that I didn't see, or there's a lot that I didn't know. There's a lot of, this person is avoiding some feelings or some truths. This person is being smacked in the face with some truths. Yeah. Especially something about the friendship or the company they keep, the people that are around them. Oh, now I'm hearing that I was hearing that have you ever played Have You Ever again? And now I'm hearing that that line, the other line from it's still Kendrick Lamar, 616 in LA, where he's saying, have you ever thought that OVO was working for me? Have you ever thought that the people that surrounded you weren't really your friends? Is basically the line. If you don't know the song I'm talking about, or the thing I'm talking about, it's like, have you ever thought that your best friend was actually a snake trying to snake you? Have you ever thought that the person you're laying down to next to you at night really doesn't care about you? I see this person just like sitting there and like just looking like silent. It's like this person is sitting there, oh my God, they're showing me themselves as like Jesus sitting there like, oh my God. And now they're playing, ooh, which song is that from? I think it's the Family Matters song where Drake is like, which one of my so-called, which one of my so-called homies, which one of my so-called homies needs a bullet from the clip? Like, who's betraying me? Who's the Judas? Like, this person feels like there's a Judas around me. And first off, this person looks in the mirror and they see a Judas themselves. They see a person that betrayed themselves. Like, damn. I've been doing some inner child work here recently, and there is an energy here. I had a conversation with my inner child, and I literally had a breakdown, and I apologized deeply to her, to my inner child, because there was a part of me for a long time that rejected her, that didn't want to be her, that hated being her. I hated when I got bullied. I hated that nobody valued who she was. I hated that people looked at her and saw somebody that they didn't even want to be around. I hated that I saw, that I got so bullied in high school, or that nobody was in, that no boys were really interested in me, or that nobody valued that. And I realized that there was a part of myself that hated being her. And it just made me break down, because I realized, like, oh my God, like, I bullied you just like everybody else did. I rejected you just like everybody else did. And I like held her in my arms, and I was just like crying, and I was just like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I rejected you just as much as everybody else did. And it wasn't really you that I was rejecting. It was their rejection, right? But in the process, I realized that I internalized that rejection, and thus I rejected myself. I hated myself. I hated my body. I hated the way that I looked. I hated my awkwardness. I hated that I wasn't, I hated the things in school that I struggled with. I hated that I struggled with reading, and that I struggled with math, and that I struggled with, people calling me stupid, or people calling me ugly. I remember this one time I was in science class, and there was this group of guys sitting in front of me, and I was just minding my own fucking business, yo. Like, I wasn't involved in this at all. But the boys in front of me that were sitting in front of me in class were rating different girls and how much they wanted, like how much they wanted to be with them, or how much, I don't know if they were doing like a smash or pass sort of type thing, because this would have been when we were in 7th grade. No, 7th grade. Calm down. 9th grade. It would have been when we were in 9th grade. So I don't know if smash or pass was a thing yet then. But anyway, I'm sure it probably, like a version of it probably was. But, and then somebody for fun, like pointed back to me, and I'm just sitting there at my desk drawing, because we're about to get out of class, and I'm just sitting there minding my own fucking business. And then, this asshole. Ugh. One of them, he was in my grade, or obviously he was in my grade. We're all in 9th grade, but there was an older guy that was there that had failed, that had to come back and take the class. So yeah, worry about yourself, homeboy. Okay. Also, the guy that I'm talking about ended up being on meth. So yeah, worry about yourself, homeboy. Like, damn, that's sad. But yeah, he ended up having like a complete mental breakdown, and like dropped out of school, and like ended up on hard drugs. So he had his own issues and his own problems. But this guy, he was like, somebody like pointed back to me and was like, what about her? And oh my God, I'll probably remember this for the rest of my life, because it was so cutting. It was so like, I was just like sitting there with my mouth open, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not even in this. Like, and he made sure that he said it loud enough for, and he said, yeah, what about her? And then this guy, I won't call him out by name, I remember who he is, but he said, that, not even her, not, that. And then he called me an it. He said, it's not worth anything, and it never will be. And I just remember, and I was just like, And then the bell rang. And then they all laughed and they got up and they're walking out of class, and he looked back over his shoulder as he was walking away with like this like kind of little like grin on his face. And I'm just sitting there looking at him like, and I actually started to cry because I was just like, what the fuck? You know, for somebody like, I don't have any beef with you. I've never had an argument with you. I've never had an issue with you. I've never tried to talk to you. I don't have anything to do with this, you know? And for him to be so, you know, like, be so, like, dehumanizing to me. That, you know? I said, my cat is sitting over there, the one that was just sitting on my arm, and I said that, and she looked over at me like, what the fuck? And I was like, I know, right? That's why I laughed. Because she was just like, damn. Like, she was listening to the story. And I don't know. And obviously, like, I'm 34 years old now. And I think back, and obviously, like, I remember it clearly. I remember what the classroom looked like. I remember what he looked like. I remember his face. And I remember that face, the just joy, like, the kind of scathing kind of joy he got out of just breaking me down to less than human, like a dog he was kicking on the ground, you know? Like dirt. Like the dirt underneath the dog that he was kicking, you know? Like pointless. It'll never be worth anything, and it never has. That went rotten a long time. He said something about that too, as they were leaving out of the class, like, that went rotten a long time ago or something like that. And I was just like, the fuck? And there were moments like that. Like, I think that was probably the most, like, the probably one of the deepest, like, most dehumanizing cuts I had gotten to that point in my life, from just like a stranger like that. And I mean, he's not a stranger. We had known each other, like, being in class, but it's like, you don't know me. You've never even had like a legitimate conversation with me. How would you know who I am or what my worth is or anything like that? But back then I thought, damn, like, he doesn't even know me and he can just tell that I'm worthless. But I mean, obviously I thought he was an asshole. I was like, damn, no need to go that low. No need to stoop down that far, you know? But, you know, and now in my life, bruh, at this point in my life, you might be looking at it, don't jump up and break your jaw, boy. Like, don't ever talk about me like that again. No, because I feel like it's my ancestors. It's like my spirit guides. Oh, I'm getting hot. My spirit guides are like, and like I said, worry about yourself, okay? Worry about yourself and in your own business, okay? And not that I'm trying to say, like, I just realized that, not that I'm trying to say something, if you've struggled with addictions to, like, different types of drugs or anything like that, not that I'm trying to say, well, that's what you get, you're worthless or anything like that, because, you know, I understand that good people get caught up and get addicted and they deal with shit, right? But it was moments like that that made me question my worth like that. Because, yeah, you know, it's rough. It's rough to hear somebody say something like that about you, especially when you're not even involved in it. You don't know this person. You've had no beef with them, you know? You've barely had a conversation with them your whole life, and they just want to go out of their way to make you feel like shit about who you are as a soul, who you are as a person. Like, it's a very deep cut, you know. But kids are fucking terrible people. Kids are terrible people sometimes. I love kids, but like, ugh, young teenage kids are such assholes. They're so bad. They're so bad. You know, and I try to have grace about stuff like that, but you know, anyway, yeah. And this person could have had moments of stuff like something like that, you know? They could have had these moments of feeling like, damn, And that could have been why they rejected their past self. That could have been why. And I'm not trying to put my thing, but it just reminded me of that. The kind of, this kind of energy of, you don't even know who you are because you spent so much time rejecting who you really were. Like, you judged yourself just as harshly as other people judged you. You were like, I just want to kill that, not, but I want to unalive that. I want to just get rid of that person, and I want to, maybe they wanted to change their name or, take on the persona of an alter ego or something like that. Or maybe this person, they have this very confident, very, I'm confident. I know who I am. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, they have this persona, but then they go home and they're just like, oh, I'm drained. I don't want to be that person anymore. Like, that's not me. That's how they feel. They're like, that person feels like they're having like a very like out of body experience. It's like, I'm still that scared little boy or that scared little girl who's been bullied, who just wants somebody to love them, just wants somebody to be there for them, just wants somebody to see their worth, their intrinsic value as a person. It's that kind of energy. It's like, oh, I thought that all of this, I thought all of that, all these feelings would go away when I accomplished this or when I had that or when I've had this or that, when I reached this goal or reached that goal or I moved away and moved to the big city and got, this person is going on a journey. Come on now. This person could be going on they're having a lot of anxiety right now because they're having this realization, right? They're having this realization that one, the reason that they did all of this was actually very toxic. They wanted to, they wanted to get rid of that part of themselves. They were just as viciously pushing that little boy or that little girl inside of them away because it's like, I just want to run away from those feelings. I don't want to feel like I'm that person. I'm not that victim anymore. I'm not that kid that got bullied anymore. Like, I'm this and I have that and I drive this and I wear that. Even if this person is less materialistic and it's more just like, oh, I accomplished my goals and I have certain, I moved out of my city I grew up in and I have all new friends now and I have, I've accomplished my goals of, doing this or doing that. And I thought that it would give me I thought that it would make me feel better about who I was as a person. But really, I was just running away. Really, I was just I was so ashamed. There it is. I was ashamed. This person is realizing like they felt deep shame about who they were as a person. And that's so funny too because I got recommended a video of mine. I was just like scrolling on my timeline and I got recommended a video of mine that was you're being guided to heal this inner shame wound. And I think I even today, this morning actually, because it's almost 8:30, the day that I'm filming this, I'm actually releasing a video that was about being guided to heal a deep root wound. And it could be the same kind of energy that this person, this is a deep wound in their root chakra of, I reject fundamentally. I was ashamed of who I was. I was ashamed to have my accent. I was ashamed to be from where I was. I was ashamed to believe in what I believed in. I was ashamed to be who I was in the past. I was ashamed to have the friends and have the family and have the background that I did. Be from where I was from. I have a person that's in my family that is, I'm from the South, but she grew up in California. She was a person that married into my family. And when she had a child and they lived here where we were. And she expressed to me that she was really worried about her child growing up with a country accent because she's from the South, because he's from the South, which he didn't really grow up that much with because she went out of her way to try to train that accent out of him. And when I asked her, I said, well, why? Like, why don't you? It was a lot of, well, people are going to assume that he's stupid. People are going to assume that he's uneducated. And I remember I had like a little spill with her because I was just like, well, first off, why would you teach him to be ashamed of where he's from? Because other people would prejudge him based on something so superficial as his accent, and not based on the merit of the person that he is. Because he's a very smart, he's a very smart kid. Well, he's not a kid anymore. He's a man. He's a young man. He's over 18 now. And it's just like, why would you want him to feel ashamed about who he is? Because other people might try to put that shame on him. So you're trying to so by trying to get him to avoid feeling shame, you're inherently, because what if he does? He is still going to grow up here in the South. He's still going to grow up here in the South. He's still going to hear people at his school and people, like you and all the rest of his family. What are you trying to say? All the rest of our family you married into, we all sound like this. What are you trying to say? Every time we talk to you, we sound stupid? And that's what I asked her. I was like, do I sound stupid to you? And she was like, no. And I'm like, okay, so what are you trying to say? My mom, does she sound stupid to you? Your husband, does he sound stupid to you? My grandma, my grandparents, do they sound stupid to you? They've gone out of their way to help you more than your California parents have. Are we stupid because we have an accent? No, this is something that's inside. And that's what I was like, I'm going to be honest with you. This is something that's inside of you. You grew up in California, and people in California, and I'm not saying this now, but I'm just saying maybe the people she grew up around in California, the people you grew up around in California looked and heard people that had a country accent and automatically thought, you fucking your cousin. That you thought that. That's you. Don't put that on us. Because I remember I went back to college and I talked to one of my friends that I was friends with in college, and he's quite traveled. Him and his family are quite traveled. And he's like, I grew up here, and actually, when you go to a lot of other places, people think that country accents sound really beautiful. Like, they really actually like them. And he was like, see, that tells me that person in your family is not as educated or is not as open-minded as they like to pretend that they are. Because a lot of he's like, anywhere I've gone, people have complimented me. I mean, and then again, it's not like he had like a really country accent. He just had that nice southern drawl, and people in my family, we don't have, I mean, like, I sound more country than some people, but I don't sound like some people where I'm from that are like a more like a real hick accent. Which is whatever. You have what you have. It's whatever. It's based on who you actually are, regardless of your accent. But, and I don't know why I'm concentrating on accent so much. Maybe this person really was like I said, there's no accent you can sell me. Like, at some point, whoops. Or somebody might have told him. Somebody might have been like, you need to get rid of that accent, or you need to get rid of that. Or maybe this person just had this shame inside of them. Like, I was ashamed. I wanted to actually get rid of everything that made me who I was. I rejected my family. I rejected where I grew up. I rejected my friends. I rejected my whole old life. And I did it because I felt so ashamed of the person that I was. But really, there's nothing wrong. There was nothing wrong for the place that I grew up. There was nothing wrong with the place, like, yeah, it has its downsides, but so does everywhere. Everywhere has its downsides. And I remember that same family member, they used to glorify California so much. And finally, after years and years and years, they went and she took her son and she took her husband that was in my family, and they went back to California. And when she came back, total disillusionment. She was like, the California of my childhood is completely gone. She was just like, it's not like it used to be. And I was like, well, first off, nothing's like it used to be because you grew up in the 70s. So, yeah, of course, everywhere has changed since then, you know. And in fact, the South has changed a lot. The demographic of the South has changed a whole lot. You know, the way people act down here has changed a whole lot. You know, and I think she kind of realized, I remember me and her had another conversation about the accent thing and about that again. I brought it up again and I was like, so is that how you still feel about it? And she was just kind of like, no, I don't feel about it that way anymore. You know, I don't. This was like some years later, because her son was almost grown then, was almost an adult, and he was probably 5 or 6. And it was a conversation that we had about whether or not she wanted to put him in public education, and she was like, the education system and him having an accent, and it was just a lot of judgment, of her being very judgmental, you know, of her being very judgmental, and her not realizing how deeply her judgment and the way she grew up and the way she was made to feel about the South was coloring everything about it and was not allowing her to actually see the real truth of what was in front of her, right? And I feel like this person feels the same way. They're like, I let my memories of being judged or being bullied or, you know, doing this really cloud my memory or cloud my judgment of the place, you know, because it's like, it wasn't so bad, you know, it wasn't so bad. At least I could afford to live there. You know, that's kind of how this person is. This person is like, I left the country and went to the big city, and at least I could afford to live there. At least I could afford to live there. Yeah. Yeah. This person is learning a very major lesson. That's why all these major arcana are here. This person is learning a very major lesson about their life and about how they really felt. How, you know, it's just like this realization, like, damn, I rejected, you know, and it was coming from an unhealthy place. It wasn't, you know, it was coming from a very unhealthy place. And this person is realizing that, you know, they're realizing that there's some things about themselves that they need to cut out. Wow, Emperor, Empress, what you doing? Man, maybe this person is balancing. You know, this person is on a process of balancing this out. There is some kind of underlying romantic message here that this person is not as focused on as well, but there is, because the 6 of Cups is here too in between them. So like there is some kind of, what is it? A truth. Yeah, the truth. That's the truth. Chariot. Yeah. This person might have felt like, this person felt like Hangman, they gave up some kind of opportunity here because they wanted to be somebody different or wanted to be something different. They rejected who they really were. So they went really hard work, but it's making them really look at the people that are around them, around the things that they've surrounded themselves with, that maybe even the lifestyle that they live now. And they're just like, I think this has actually put me at a distance from my goal, from my real goals and what I really, you know, this person is changing and they're growing and they accomplished the things that their younger self wanted to accomplish. And now that they've accomplished those things, they've realized that's not what's really going to give me happiness. You know, now this person is actually feeling quite lonely. And they could be going through a dark night of the soul of realizing like, wow, that isn't what's really going to make me happy. That's really not what I want. And so now this person is making these deeper plans and focus to leave behind that kind of mindset, to leave behind, you know, it's like, okay, let me create a new life and let me do it not from a place of lack. Let me do it not from a place of shame. You know, they're listening to their intuition and their intuition is guiding them towards what's actually going to make them feel better about themselves. There's the Judgment card. Here they are working with Spirit to actually start something brand new, the World card, to have a brand new cycle start. A brand new cycle that where they're actually giving as much as they take. They're surrounding themselves with people who actually give as much as they take, but they're having to go, they're doing this because they went through some kind of betrayal here. They went through some kind of betrayal here. They went through some kind of ending here because they really, you know, they wanted to find like who really am I? What are my true strengths? Like, is this the person I really want to be? This person is on a big journey of self-discovery. And they thought they had created this new person that they really wanted to be. They thought they had found that, but yeah, I just heard the crown is heavy. This person, this pathway and journey on the back of the deck with courtship. So this person could definitely be on a journey of high honor, to put themselves in high honor, or also, like I said, there is this kind of, this is definitely a journey of going within and finding a balance in their own internal energy. This person could be on a journey to find to find a balance in their own internal masculine energy, to find their own internal emperor energy, to find this kind of energy inside of them that makes them feel like okay, if having all of this doesn't make me feel accomplished, what will? What will actually make me feel accomplished? What is my truth? Where do I need to go? What do I need to do? Who do I need to talk to? You know, what goals do I need to accomplish? What goals do I need to have so that I will feel, Wheel of Fortune. And this person, they do want to have a passionate brand new beginning here. You know, maybe they accomplished their goals and then they just were like, I don't even care about this. It's not even, this is not even what really matters to me, or this is not all it was cracked up to be. I thought I would love this. I thought I would love this career. I thought I would love to have this, but I don't really. It's not even, this is, or maybe it's kind of like on to the next thing. Like, I thought this would give me happiness. I thought this would this would fill that hole that I feel inside of me, or that want, that drive. I thought that accomplishing this or having this would fill that inside of me. But now that I'm here and I've accomplished it, I'm proud of myself. But yet, it's like there's something else I'm supposed to be doing. What else is it, Spirit? What else is it that this person feels like? Page of Cups. Page of Swords. Yeah, this person is starting on some all-new journey. Like, they're, like, brand new. Maybe they want to make an offer towards someone that they're very attracted to or something. They could feel very guided to become, to work on their own magnetism, to work on themselves. There could be somebody that they're very attracted to. Knight of Pentacles, they feel like they're moving really slow, but they wanna make an offer here to someone. Yeah, I just heard this person say, why can't I stop thinking about you? Why can't I stop thinking about you? Yeah. There's some kind of exchange energy. So this person is learning that there is some kind of exchange energy here. They could have been a type of person that is like, I want to do it all by myself. Just me. Just by myself. Just alone. By me. I don't need anybody else. And this person is realizing, like, I had that kind of mindset because I was actually scared to let somebody in because of my past, because of what I've been through, because of what people have done to me, or because I was rejecting what I really wanted inside. I was lying to myself and telling myself, no, this is not what I wanted. No, I didn't want this person, or no, I didn't want that. And this person is kind of coming to the realization, like, no, this is a journey that I need to take. Again, they're coming out here as every page, like, oh, shit. They're going on some really deep spiritual journey right now within themselves, which is making them realize, Six of Cups. I really feel like they're going on some kind of inner child healing journey right now. And it's because of some kind of betrayal or some kind of something, an end. Again, I think it's that kind of death energy. It's like that, death to the boy, like in the end of that boy. The end of the child, within them, their own inner child. Like, oh, I was smothering out that energy. This is a lesson. This is a really huge lesson, right? With all those major arcana. This is a really huge lesson for this person that they have to learn, that they have to go on. Spirit could be telling them that there is a person here, a teacher, or whoever that Queen of Wands is, somebody that they're very attracted to, or that they're very drawn to, excuse me, whoever this person is, they're like, I can't get this person out of my mind. This person is a major part of their journey. I'm hearing a song, but it's like the lyrics keep changing around. Is it that We Will Rock You song? Gonna be a big man someday. Got mud on his face, a big disgrace. Kicking your can all over the place. Saying, we will rock you. Yeah. There it is. I was like, what song is that? Well, the lyrics were like getting all jumbled up. And I was just like, I would hear like little pieces of it. And I'm like, what song is that? What song is that? I was trying hard to listen. Yeah. This person is on a journey. They've started. They're on some kind of emotional journey here. Again, they're the man looking back at the boy within them being like, damn, I need to give some love to this little boy. I need to give some love to this. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Look how both the kings to both the sons came out here. Both the kings to both the sons. Come on now. So there's something about their communication style, and there's something about their emotional state. Communicating about their emotions. Nine of Cups. What's that? The Fool. Yeah. It's like, because they're showing me that imprisonment card again. So it's like they're letting their inner child roam free, or they're letting letting a part of themselves that they've had locked away because they felt ashamed of that part of themselves. They're letting that part of themselves like free, or they're letting, I'm hearing, why does the caged bird sing? Yeah, they're like letting that part of themselves free. Hey. Hey. Justice in reverse. Yeah. This is something that they took away from themselves. And they're gaining their independence from some kind of codependency or some kind of tendency that they have. They're trying to bring justice to a part of themselves. You know, and in their mind they were like, everyone else. They were blaming everyone else for the way they felt about their childhood or about themselves as a child. And now they're realizing, like, I internalized all that energy, and now I turned into my own bully. You know? It's that kind of energy. Yeah. This person is having a big inner child healing, awakening. Yeah. Oh, okay. Y'all, that's so crazy, because I literally was looking at the Page of Wands. I was like, I wonder why the King of Wands hasn't come out. I wonder why the King of Wands cousin Nine of Wands. With that, because the Queen of Swords did come out too. So this person could be learning from my feminine energy here about how to speak up, how to speak in their truth. They could also, because the King and Queen of Wands for me too can also mean about a person that's on a spiritual journey, like a spiritually developed person. So this person could be realizing that, you know, they need to go on some kind of deeper spiritual journey. And they could be looking at somebody else, or yeah, because of the heartache. Yeah. So now they're not, you know, they were the Page of Wands going on this deep internal journey, and now they're trying to work their way up to the King of Wands, where they feel like, I'm hearing, so they feel like they measure up, or they feel like they're the same. There's a lot of like comparison, like they're comparing themselves. This person could be delivering some kind of message here. Because earlier I was talking, and the message card was on the back of this deck, and I was noticing that I kept flipping the when I was talking, it caught my eye that I flipped the message card upside down. This person could be thinking about reaching out to someone, or yeah, they're trying to gain the courage. They're trying to gain the courage to reach out to someone. Now, this person could, like I said, this person could be a leader in the community. This could be a coach. This could be a therapist. This could be a counselor. This could be, I don't know, someone that they just see as more skilled at something. They're like, I want to learn how to do that, and you're really skilled at that. So let me reach out to you. Let me reach out to you. Let me have the courage and the strength to reach out to you. Look at that. And look at who it is when I start talking about that. Look at who it is. Looky. This person wants to try to start planting the seeds within themselves to grow this King of Wands energy within them. To have more confidence in themselves and who they are. Well, Witchy, look at that. Yeah. And they're going to do that by, although they might not have realized that, it's like, I'm going to have to go back and make friends with the boy to become the man. I'm going to have to go back. Yes, they're showing me them entering like a meditative state. And I see them walking into a dark space. And they're some kind of source of light. I don't know if they're carrying a light or they are the source of light. It's like they're shining a light and they're walking into this dark space, and they're walking and they come to a child version of themselves. And this child version of themselves is sitting like hugging their legs, like with their head down, just like in the dark. And they're coming up and they're just like, they reach out their hand and like, come on. They're like, come on, take my hand. You know, in the child version of themselves, they look up and they've been crying and they're feeling, they're in the dark, they're in the cold, they're locked away inside of themselves. It's a part of themselves. This is some kind of like, it's a visualization of a part of themselves that they have locked away, that they have imprisoned here, deep within themselves. And they're like, I'm not going to feel ashamed of you anymore. I'm not going to reject you the way that you were rejected by other people anymore. You deserve to have the spotlight shined on you. You are just as beautiful, or you are just as capable, or you are just as thoughtful. You are a very beautiful person, and you deserve for me not to reject you. You know, I shouldn't reject you because other people rejected you. I should love you for who you are. Oh, that's beautiful. And that's a very powerful, you know, if you guys are ready to do inner child healing, that's a very powerful meditation to go inside and find that part of yourself, you know, that you have rejected, that part of yourself where you're holding your childhood fears and wounds, and to accept that part of yourself. Be careful though. I know that when I very first started doing my childhood wound healing, at first, I would reach out to my inner child self, and she was like a wildcat. Like, she was like a feral child. Like, she was running around in the dark, like, ah, ah, ah. And every time I would reach out to her, she'd be like, ah, ah. And I'd be like, oh my God, Jesus, you're not ready, you know, and I would run away. And it was because I had to realize that I had a lot of anger, right? I had a lot of anger. I had a lot of wounds that I needed to heal first. And then once I really concentrated on letting go a lot of the anger that I felt, underneath the anger, I found a child like this that was crying, that was in the dark, that was lonely, because underneath the anger was pain. Underneath the anger was rejection. Underneath the anger was a wounded child that didn't want to be rejected. And that was the thing. I had to have that moment with my inner child where I was just like, I'm so sorry. Like, I ran away from you. I rejected you. Like, I tossed you to the side just like everybody else did, and you don't deserve that. And I had to pull her into my arms and just hold her and hold her and hold her and love her and kiss on her and just, you know, it's deep, y'all. It's really, really deep. It's you know, and I've been doing that inner child healing work for myself for the past year or so. that it's just now finally where I can go inside of my inner child. It was so cute the other day. I was upset about something. And my inner child actually came to me and she like put her hand on my shoulder and she was like, "It's okay. I love you." And I was just like, like, you're so cute. I love you so much. And I was just like, it's okay. Because there was something that I felt like I had failed at. I can't remember what it was now. But it was something that I felt like I had failed at. Something I felt like I had, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, why? And she came up to me and she put her hand on my shoulder and she was just like, "It's okay. I still think you're a pretty awesome person." And when you do that healing work, you guys, it's so amazing because you don't feel alone anymore. You don't feel so alone. And the reason that you don't feel so alone is because you're not rejecting yourself. You're not rejecting that part of yourself inside of yourself. You have embraced that part of yourself, And I really feel like that's this, this token here that Spirit is giving this person, is saying, hey, this part of yourself that you rejected, that's why you feel sad. That's why you feel lonely. That's why you feel this way, because you're rejecting a part of yourself. Whew. Jesus. Whew. My face feels itchy. Oh no. Ooh, not this. I hate this. Out of all the feelings, like I'd rather feel the heat, or I'd rather feel whatever than this itch. Oh, it drives me crazy, the psychic itch. Yeah. Look at there. I said that in the beginning. I said I saw the Temperance card in reverse. And that's what this is. Here, look. So Spirit is giving this person, or you, I could be talking to you too, okay? Spirit is giving this person the ability to go inside and give this gift to themselves. It's the gift of love. It's the gift of acceptance. It's the gift of... So for some of you, I know we've been talking about here about how somebody has been trying to keep a spiritual gift, like a spiritual inheritance from you. And for some of you, you were going to find out that spiritual inheritance is love. Is self-love, is because that's the most powerful thing anybody can give you. Because when you forgive yourself, when you truly love yourself, when you're truly in your authenticity, everything else after that is so much easier to build on. At the base of everything that Spirit does, it's to bring this healing. It's to bring the self-love. It's to bring this union within self. Everything that you're going through in this lifetime, soulmate journeys, karmic journeys, having jobs, getting money, everything else, the base of all of that, dig down deep underneath all those wounds coalesce into self-love, self-acceptance. I accept myself for my authentic self, for who I am. I'm going down deep and digging underneath all these wounds, and underneath all these wounds is self-rejection. Is the base of every single one of any of those wounds that we can have, you guys, is a self-rejection, is a rejection of self. Because when you reject your true self, you are rejecting your connection with God. You are rejecting your connection with the universe. You are rejecting your connection with self, with love, with the universal flow energy. And all blocks in our chakras, all blocks, fears, wounds, our fears of money, of love, of family, of commitment, of whatever, all stems from, I'm afraid of myself. I'm afraid down deep of who I really am. I have rejected a part of myself, a deep part of myself, And when you go inside and you do that true inner child reconnection, you are reconnected with God. You are reconnected with Source. Oh my gosh. I have such like a cold feeling in my stomach right now. It is your deep healing connection with your soul star chakra, like that's this, right? What is it? Your golden star chakra, I think, which is your purpose. It's a deep, It's a deep connection with yourself. When you go on this journey, your inner child holds the key to your connection to God, to your connection to source, to your connection to all that is and all that will be. You know, that's your connection to your Akashic records. That's your connection to your spirit self, to your soul self. It is your plugging in to the energy of the universe. And if there is a part of yourself you have disconnected from your true inner self, that is the base of any type of blockage, any type of wound, anything is going to be there. And I think that's what this person is going on a journey. My freaking solar plex chakra feels like it is in ice. Oh my God, I'm so cold. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. And maybe this person had like a huge blockage in their chakra. Maybe they had a huge blockage in their soul, in their golden star chakra, I think is what it's called. Earth star chakra. It's either, I've heard people call it golden star, and then I've heard it called earth star too. Which is like your purpose, right? The star. Exactly. Golden star chakra, right? Like your earth's mission here. This person has felt disconnected. Maybe they thought that whatever they were working on, the money, power, fame, whatever, they're realizing all of that was based on their ego. You know, their ego was telling them, well, this should be your goals. Well, this, the money, the fame, the materialistic 3D things, those should be your goals. That's what's going to fill this hole, this deepness, this coldness inside of you. And it's not. It's a spiritual journey that's going to fill that up. You want to refill your cup? Well, you got to go inside, right? Because how you fill that cup, how you fill that spiritual cup is by reconnecting to yourself, to your emotions, to how you feel, that you disconnect. There might have been a portion in this life where this person rejected God too. Maybe they felt like they weren't protected, or they felt this disconnection, like whatever this person was doing, they were cutting off a much deeper connection to the universe that they could possibly have. And I think it was their true purpose. And again, this could be you. Okay. This could be you I'm talking about. And it's this wounding here. Where are you? Here it is. Yeah. It was hidden from this person. It was really, really hidden from this person. It was this deep wounding here in their connectivity to God, to the universe, to source, to the Allspark, right? That thing that gives you that warm, deep, cuddly, I'm loved, I'm accepted, I know where I'm going, I know who I am, that kind of energy. If you're feeling lost, if you're feeling like you don't know your purpose, that's why. Because you're cut off from that. And you're cut off from this source, from the well source of spirit, of the universe. Oh, you thought we were just going to talk about something surface level? Nah. Nah, y'all know it takes me a little bit of time, but I always dig down deep and get it. I'll dig down deep and get the lesson, okay? You just got to be patient. If you're the type that wants to watch a 5-minute video or a 20-minute video, go do your thing, But if you have the patience to sit here and listen to me, let me cook, okay? Let me cook, y'all. We doing low, slow meals here, okay? But if you give it some time, we'll get down there to that deep, deep, deep lesson. My spirits always have that deep, deep, deep lesson. I feel like my spirit guides kind of fuck with people who like that, who like to take the time to really let it cook, to let it mature. So it's like a gift at the end of a lot of my readings. Like, you kind of dig down deep, and there's a lot of people that'll click off, that won't listen, but the people that sit there and will listen all the way through, those are the people that get the really deep lessons, So if you're here, congratulations. What's up, homie? You the type like me that really wants to take their time and really listen to what somebody's got to say, you know? And like I said, it's okay. Those that are meant, you know, to go click off and go watch some 20-minute readings, there's plenty of people out there that can do that for you, that can get that surface level. I mean, and there's some people who can dig down deep like this within 10, 15 minutes and give you something, you know? But I'm just not that type of person. I'm okay with it. If you're not that type of person, I'm okay with it too. But if you're here and you're listening to me do this little spill, you're here, 1411444 down on the clock when I said that, you're the type of person who wants to dig down deep, who wants to let it cook, wants to let it simmer, is okay with waiting for a low and slow meal, okay? And I appreciate you. I appreciate you deeply. Thank you. So that's what I got to say to you guys, okay? This is I really enjoyed this message. It was really beautiful at the end. I really appreciate you for being here. Okay. Thank you to everyone who took the time to be here. And even if, you know, like I said, thank you to those people that have been done clicked off. Thank you to those people too. I appreciate the view. I appreciate the click. No matter how much of it you listen to. I appreciate that deeply. Thank you to those who are still here, especially, okay. If you're here, drop a star. Okay. Drop a star in the comment section down below if you're still here at the end. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. Let me know. Again, drop a star or let me know if this resonated for you, how you felt about it. Did it do you some light activations? I felt it. I felt some activations coming on. So I appreciate you guys so very much. Like I said before, if you feel guided to get a personal reading with me, my contact information is down below. Of course, big thank you to your spirits, angels, guardians, ancestors, and guides. Okay? Thank you to them for guiding you here to get this information. I hope it gave you the love, light, or clarity that you needed. Okay? Thank you to my angels, spirits, guardians, ancestors, and guides for doing their thing as always, bringing up this good quality information. Okay? Thank you for helping me deliver this message as well as keeping me safe while they did so as always. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. Again, I'll say it one more time. And, do the YouTube things, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Share it if you feel like it could help somebody else. And I'll see you lovelies in the next one, okay? All right. Bye.